Patrick, I think that's what this podcast is all about. It's about asking the right questions, learning together, and understanding all of these facts about nuclear energy step by step.
Some of the things that you raised, we've not touched on, and I think we should be talking about.
Yeah, we should, because stakeholders will be asking these questions. And I did ask to Sean.
Hi, Sean.
He mentioned that maybe we shouldn't talk about it, but maybe you want to talk about it?
We can talk about it. There's nothing that's off limits, because if we keep topics off limits and we don't answer the hard questions, how do we expect communities in the chosen locations to say yes? We deprive them of that opportunity to have that conversation or listen into that discussion. So, trust is part of energy security. Kung walang tiwala sa pinagkukmula ng enerhiya, hindi magiging sustainable yung program.
Speaking of trust, kailangan ko na rin itanong to. Okay? Ano ba talaga ang plano para sa Bataan Nuclear Power Plant? I think that is the question na ang tagal-tagal na natin gustong malaman yung sagot. Kasi parang naging white elephant siya in the room na ayaw pag-usapan ng mga tao.
That's a very good question. Talagang, BNPP or Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, it was completed in the 80s. But it was never run using the nuclear fuel. Let me just dispel, that's another myth. It ran using other fuel, but not nuclear. At that time, the safety concerns, we've talked about it earlier, were very high. It just came from Chernobyl. So the fear of that accident really stifled any nuclear development at the time. Pero since then, we've maintained it. It has been inspected regularly just to make sure that the structure is sound. So on the part of the DOE, we've been working with the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, as well as other international experts to determine ano nga ba, can BNPP be rehabilitated? Or is it much more practical for us to just build a new, more modern, more safe nuclear facility? The most expensive plants right now that are being built, the one in the United Kingdom, the reason why it's so expensive is that they didn't talk to the communities. They didn't talk to the environmental regulators. So the ending was, they had to do adjustments. And every time you delay, as with any project, kung nagpagawa kayo ng bahay, for example, if you do variations, costs go up. So that's why when we do it correctly. So can we build a power plant on schedule, on budget? I can tell you yes. Because that's what exactly UAE did. They started 10 years. It took them 7 years to build the first unit. Second unit, 4. Third unit, 3. Now, 2 na lang. So all 4 units of UAE was built in that time span. Again, 80 to 90% Filipino engineers and technical experts. So, kaya ng Pilipino. The point is, there are other considerations at play here.
Okay.
And if the Filipino engineers and technical experts are in charge, I am 100% sure they also don't want their families to be exposed in any hazards. So that for me is the guarantee that they will do everything and anything in their power to make sure every bolt, every cement, every item in that plant is up to specs or exceeds specifications, because we only have one country.
So this time, we are prioritizing safety and the science of it. That comes first.
Ever since, just to be very clear, science and safety has been the primary consideration. BNPP actually serves, two things. It serves as a lesson and a legacy for us. Lesson, kasi it shows us the importance of being ready and transparency. Legacy, kasi it reminds us how much potential we already have here. Ang mahalaga ngayon, bawat hakbang ay base sa siyensya, tamang proseso, malinaw ang komunikasyon sa publiko. Ang nuclear technology ngayon, it's not like those from the 80s. It's safer, it's smarter, and it's designed to protect both people and the planet.
We all know the Philippines is on the Pacific Ring of Fire. We're talking massive earthquakes, destructive typhoons, and crazy volcanoes. Now, the big question is, can we really build nuclear power plants safely in this country? Director.
Yes, Charms. Basta tamang lugar, tamang disenyo. Hindi pwedeng basta tayo magtayo kung saan lang natin gusto. May higit pang site selection process. Tinitignan natin fault lines, soil stability, proximity sa water for cooling, pati emergency routes.
So before the construction even begins, everything has been studied very tediously and scientifically.
Exactly. And even modern power plants, nuclear power plants at that matter, kaya nilang tiisin even the strongest earthquakes. For example, in Japan, there have been a couple of strong earthquakes, but there was no broken reactor because safety was the primary consideration. If there's ever an abnormal movement of the land, the plants do an automatic shutdown.